again. Welcome back. We're in Game 3 of Hwasin versus Huskal, which has turned out to be a very exciting game. Exciting series, excuse me. This is Nick Tasteless Plot broadcasting to you from Seoul, Korea. This is the Averatec-Intel Classic, the largest tournament in Korea with the most amount of prize money. We're a ballin' tournament and a ballin' organization down here. Zerg versus Terran. It's been very close so far. I think Huskal has shown he has superior strategy, but not always the best execution. And I think Hwasin could come out with a victory due to the fact that he is a more experienced player and probably has the feeling that he's more in the zone now that he's actually won a game. He really fell apart that first game. And I think I don't know, we'll see what happens. Huskal, though, he's very smart, definitely a smart gamer, so if he can gather himself after kind of falling apart in that last game and executing his moves wrong, I think we could see a win for him. Who knows? We've seen upsets at these tournaments before, so both players of the same team. They are very, very talented. STX is a very strong team. Hwasin is a very strong player, qualified even for the World Cyber Games World Finals, and then unfortunately, losing to Stork, who will also be seeing me cast a game here of pretty soon. Actually, I think it's going to be the last game of the day. But judging by how fast these games are ending, I think we can expect that to be coming here pretty quickly. By the way, our next match, which I hope you stay tuned for, will be Ganzi versus Much. Much, a very, very famous Protoss player. We got a lot of top-notch Protoss players playing here today. We have Much, The Rock, and Stork. So this is a good day if you're from IR. You'll see a lot of exciting games. We have a lot of fans in the audience today. And they keep on gathering in. We normally see a shift in what fans are here based off of what gamers are here. It's the majority of the people that show up for these matches are females, and they usually show up for a specific player that they are obsessed with. So sit tight. I think this game's about to start. I see both players have joined the game, and Hwasin is spamming start. So I think when the Korean commentators give the closing comments, we'll have this game underway. The map is Andromeda, another new map. Thank you again to our sponsors at Averatec-Intel, the #1 selling PC in Asia. Stay tuned.
2008 TG Sabo Intel Classic. StarCraft Universe, welcome to the Korea Ultimate Tournament. Get ready.
And the game has begun. They're both tied, two members on the same team. They played probably countless games before, but have had to stop playing each other for this event because destiny has brought them here together. Hwasin at the top right, and Huskal at the bottom right. Two funny H names. I don't know what Hwasin means. I believe it's Korean. And while I speak a little bit of Korean, my Korean's not good enough to know what that means. I wonder if Huskal's Korean too. I just don't know these things. Overlord is on the move. And he will indeed be scouting his opponent right off the bat. The Overlord's going in the right direction. StarCraft, the fastest game in the world, the most manly game out there. I talk to pro gamers from all different walks of life, all different games, and one thing I always hear from almost all of them is that StarCraft is the hardest esport they've ever seen. It is the most challenging game, very, very difficult to be good at. It is very fast, very unforgiving. You have to make decisions quickly. The strategy element of it is very complex. We're at the point now where we pretty much have a metagame for StarCraft. But it's something that is constantly evolving based off of these different maps. The players map out build orders ahead of time. So a lot of the decision making, like, am I going to get this building or this building, is already pre-scripted in their minds. A lot more of the on-the-fly decision making is based off of when will I attack. Should I suddenly try to do a fake maneuver here and try to trick my opponent? Things like that. Hatchery first out now for Huskal. And I think we're going to see spawning pool. There it is. Now, notice that Huskal is actually expanding to the more desirable expansion, the one that has an extractor in it and minerals, more minerals than the mineral-only expansion, which is located within the main on this map. I think we can expect to see Hwasin fast expand as well, but I'm interested in seeing where exactly he will opt to fast expand. One Marine out. Doesn't look like he's going to get the second barracks. Although he may do that. If he gets the second barracks, we can count on him taking the extractor expansion. Because he wants more Marines to hold off the speed Zergling rush. Oh, and he's actually going to go for the one command center at the desirable expansion. And I believe that was one barracks. This could allow for Huskal to rush in. There were some Zerglings, although he may not try to do that again. He may try to mix up his strategy because of what happened last time. As we can see, the spotter Overlord has already spotted that expansion. So Huskal is now going to respond accordingly. Huskal probably going to get about 4 Zerglings out to try to take out the scouting SCV. He wants to pick it off before the layer comes out. This is where the micro element of StarCraft comes in here. Both players try to outmaneuver each other within their base. Whoa, look, those girls are terrified of what type of tech tree Huskal might come up with. I'd be hiding too, but it's my job to talk to you guys. So here we are. The scouting SCV is still alive. He's got to keep that SCV alive if he wants to find out. And oh, look at this! Marines attempting to move in here for a possible sneak in behind the drones. But the Succa colony finishes just in time. Here we can see the SCV is being transferred. Is it just on time? Yes, it is. Look at the perfect timing here of the player Hwasin. Unbelievable. Zerglings. He's only got 2 Zerglings out yet, and I think this may have been a mistake. He looks like he got greedy and wanted an extra drone, but he may not be able to take out that SCV. If he doesn't take out the SCV, he may have to fake his tech pattern. The layer is almost done. I wonder if getting lurkers right now is even an option at all. Hydralisk stand up. And look at that. He's put the Hydralisk stand in the location the SCV might not be able to spot. But what if the SCV comes around this corner and sees over that area, he might be able to see it. But I don't think Hwasin has predicted that. This would be a bad moment for Huskal to put down a Spire and then cancel after he kills the scouting SCV. Although he may not want to do that. That may not be cost effective. 3 barracks for the Terran. And an engineering bay. This, I think, was a pretty serious blunder, though, by Huskal to not get an extra pair of Zerglings. Because this SCV will not die. It's low on HP, but the longer that he stays in there, the better idea he has of what his opponent's doing. And think about it, soon Scanner's going to be done. Then he can start scanning his opponent. Succa Colony says, sup, SCV. Now we can see that Hwasin is going to move down towards this expansion. We're in the Hwasin cam now, taking a glimpse at him, at his computer. He's going to move down here, get in front of this expansion, maybe so that he can force his opponent to make some more Succa colonies. Looks like he did not cancel the Spire. Huskal, that is, but we may only see lurkers out right off the bat. Keeping the Spire there, Hwasin might scan that location and see that there's still a Spire done, and not actually scan the location where the den is. And then he might be surprised by lurkers. We saw what happened last time. Lurkers came in the game. The lurker eggs are morphing. Note the positioning of the lurker eggs in a location that Terran is very, very unlikely to scan. excuse me, he is actually going to get some Mutalisks out. So he's going to get, what, about 7 Mutalisks and 2 Lurkers. Maybe try to draw the Medic Marine to the back of Hwasin's base and then burrow the Lurkers in the front. We'll see. What I've learned from Huskal so far... Oh, okay, here he comes with the Mutalisk now. Oh, nice pick there. You can see his Mutalisk micro's really on right now. Now moving to the back, will he be able to draw those units to the back? And we can see now that Mutalisks are on the move, moving out now. Hopefully he'll manage to pull his opponent back into his base. It looks like those Lurkers are actually going to be used to defend this expansion over here. He can burrow them at the ramp, maybe even do the hold position Lurker bug trick. And it looks like he will be driven out. Although, good news though for Huskal, he will get another expansion up, and normally this is a critical moment for Zerg to get that expansion up. So I think right now Huskal's decision making has been pretty good. Tanks are out. When we see that starport, we can expect to see the push. More Lurkers coming out. We may see a light Lurker contain here on the Terran. Oh. As we can see, it looks like Hwasin's pretty much been impenetrable. We saw Huskal try to fly in there with some Mutalisks, but it was really to no avail. Now he's moving out, but look at this. He has no science vessel. This is kind of an early push. And I think he could fall victim to hold position Lurkers. Here he comes now. They're on hold position. They're so close. Here he lets them go. And it does not look like that equipment will be very effective. And this Lurker, wow, we'll live to see another day. That Lurker might need a wheelchair. Hope he has insurance. Okay, here we have Greater Spire on the way. But is Huskal going to get run over? He may have attempted to attack with the Greater Spire too quickly. He should have brought more Lurkers out to use that hold position Lurker trick, put them in a location that was more desirable. Lurkers now coming up from behind, probably going to try to cut off circulation so that there cannot be reinforcements there. The forces are regrouping, I believe. Another Lurker trap is here. Not on hold position, but Hwasin has not reacted very quickly. Nidus Canal is up so that he can reinforce that expansion. The Greater Spire has to be done pretty soon, and I think we're going to see Guardians soon, but he's going to have to hold off this push. He has to keep making these Sunken colonies. And the Mutalisks are regrouping. We don't see a science vessel yet, but that has to be on the way. The science vessel will counter the Guardians. Oh no, but he does not have the Lurkers at that location to defend that expansion. Here comes some Zerglings though. Another Lurker trap set up. Lurker says, "Peace out, guys. I gotta get out of here." Guardians are indeed on the way. I think Huskal will be able to hold out this attack. Look at the nice Medic Marine positioning though here from Hwasin. But it may not be enough. Hwasin just overwhelming his opponent, and he will save this expansion. The drones go back to mining. I think Huskal will hold off this attack. He is getting rapidly close. Here come the Medic Marine. The Guardians probably going to get done. Will they get done in time? If he loses the hatchery, it will be huge. And here are the Guardians now. Can he hold this off? Zergling's out now too to get in the way. A Lurker Bros was taken out. And wow, it looks like Huskal has actually managed to hold off Hwasin's attack. And unbelievable, he was just driven his opponent back. It looks like Hwasin should not have focused so much on the tanks, getting the vessel out so late. There's the first vessel. Oh, and with the burrowed Lurkers and the Medic Marine, did Huskal overextend himself? He may lose his Guardians with the Marines chasing him down. No, but the scan doesn't last long enough. This game has turned out to be pretty crazy. Defiler mount is up. Consume is probably being upgraded. When he gets the Defilers up, he'll have very powerful defense. I don't believe that Hwasin has actually taken that mineral expansion. Oh, looks like our observer's going there now. Just now taking that, so his economy is far behind. Here comes Hwasin again. Now backing up, Irradiate getting thrown down on the Guardians. Moving that Guardian over the Marines so they can deal a little bit more damage, but I think the positioning of these Guardians... No! Never mind. The positioning is not good enough. Those Marines must have sniper rifles. They took out the Guardians at such a faraway distance. And, wow, I think Huskal is going to lose this game. The Guardian tech may not have been a wise decision, or at least his Guardian control was poor. And Lurkers now finishing. Will they get thrown in time? Moving them back a little bit. Here comes the Burrow now. And unbelievable. Actually, I think he's going to hold off this attack. Scourge on the move, but nice control, moving the vessel out of the way. If he can get this consume up, but no, the Lurker goes down. Dark Swarm up. Lurker's now coming out. He has to hold this expansion. It all comes down to this expansion here. Although, look at that. Huskal already expanding at the left. The Den will be taken out if he can't make Lurkers, so his Defilers are not very useful. He is now in range of that tank. Consuming an Overlord. He had to be hungry. And look at this. He will actually deflect the attack that Hwasin has sent at him. Hwasin, a very strong player, but he may not be strong enough for Huskal, the new gamer. New Zerg on the block. And I think now it's going to be up to whether or not he can hold this expansion. Dark Swarm going to be thrown down just in time. But will it be enough? He needs a Lurker there. And we don't see a Lurker here at all. The sunken colony, fortunately, is safe from the Medic Marine fire. No, it's not. I was totally kidding. What was I thinking? He will lose the drones at this expansion. He has to do something now to hold out this attack. Then another Defiler. Oh, but Plague on the Medic Marine. The Zerglings will once again take this out. Even though he plagued his own building. Unbelievable. But Hwasin, with the excellent mechanical skills he has already performed another attack. And whoa! You should not be staring at your feet while you walk. Marines totally missing that Scourge. Although, look at this, Hwasin may break this side of the expansion as well. Back and forth, Hwasin's decision-making very strong in this game. A lot of vessels out now, going for the Nidus! Here comes the Defiler. He's going to try to get a Plague up, or maybe a Dark Swarm, but he has to do it before the Defiler dies. And here comes the Dark Swarm now. But the hatchery has already been picked off. I don't know if Huskal can recover. He's been on the defense for a long time now. Now look at this. The eraser technique, irradiating his own vessel. And now taking them out. Unbelievable. I think this could be a good game. I think he's going to break. He's going to breach this entrance. And yes, good game. Unbelievable. A really impressive game by Hwasin. It looked like he was behind, but he just kept going at it. It was an all-out war there for quite a while. There's your winner, Hwasin. What a game. I am completely and totally losing my voice casting these games. Unbelievable. We got another great match coming up. Ganzi versus Much. We're going to be closing out here in just a little bit. Please stay tuned.